Welcome to this week's Mesonet Weather Report. I'm Wes Lee. It has been a while since we have had rain to talk about on SUNUP. This week, at least a little precipitation fell on the state. It was not heavy, and there were certainly areas that missed out. As of Wednesday, this 7-day rainfall map shows the heaviest levels in the west central counties. The highest rate was Eric in Beckham County, but even there it was less than an inch. Most of the northwest and southeast received nothing. The rainfall's impact on soil moisture was limited. This map of the weekly change in the fractional water index at 10 inches shows no change. Fractional water index is how wet or dry the sensor can read at a particular depth. If we look at fractional water index at Eric, we can easily see that the near 1-inch rain raised the index to 0.9 at 5 centimeters, which is 2 inches. It also percolated down to the 4-inch level, raising the index to 0.8. But the soils were so dry that none of it reached down to the 25 centimeter or 10-inch mark. After a chance of rain this weekend for the southern half of the state, next week is likely to remain drier than normal. Now Gary will show how little this week's rain impacted the drought map.
Thanks, Wes, and good morning, everyone. Well, the little bits of rain we're getting here and there are simply not enough to overwhelm the deficits we've received over the last 120 days, all the way out to about 13 months ago, starting in August of 2021. So we have gotten some rain. It's just not enough. Let's get right to that new drought monitor map. Unfortunately, that worst of the drought monitors indicators continue to go up and up, so we now have a large area across eastern Oklahoma of that D4 exceptional drought, and most of the state, if not in that D4, is at least in D3 or extreme drought. So we do have a little bit of the area under the moderate to severe drought, and that's considered good compared to these other areas. But most of the state now in extreme to exceptional drought. Certainly a horrible situation we're going through here in Oklahoma. Now let's take a look at the big drought picture across the entire United States. Now we have that longer term drought out across the parts of the desert southwest. They have seen some pretty good relief in Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, but farther west still really bad conditions. But at least for the newer drought area, Oklahoma and Kansas seem to be the center of drought in the United States. And we continue to talk about that beginning of the flash drought. Started June 11th, 2022, right at the beginning of summer. And we can see the rainfall amounts for that period continue to stay pretty static. So again, we have that Centrahoma station down in southeast Oklahoma continuing with 1.42 inches of rain. That's about 2/100ths of an inch of rain that they've gotten over the last 30 days. So they certainly need a lot more rain. We can look at those deficits going back to that time range. So this is a 120-day departure from normal rainfall map. Those deficits range from wide-scale areas, 6 to more than 12 inches, getting close to 13, 14 inches. I'm afraid as we continue to look out through the rest of October, at least for the next week or so, we still see lots of below normal rainfall amounts as we go forward. Not enough to help us get it out of this drought situation, certainly. We're heading into the driest part of the year. Let's hope we get a lot of rainfall as we go through the next few weeks. Next week doesn't look good, but we'll see after that. Maybe some help coming in. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.